Food and Beverage Magazine Live, bringing food and beverage to life. With your hosts, James Beard Award winner Jennifer English and Food and Beverage Magazine publisher Michael Politz. Featuring leaders in the hospitality, branded food and beverage, and CPG industries, many of whom are Jennifer and Michael's friends in the business. For an informal and informative conversation where friends in the business share the latest intel, ideas, and best practices. Live, juicy inside scoop from the tastemakers, newsmakers, bread bakers, drink shakers, spoon lickers, clam diggers, farms, foodies, and friends of the food and beverage magazine world. Here are your hosts, Jennifer English and Michael Politz.
Well, hello, everybody. We are simulcasting. This is historic. This is really kind of a cool thing. And, you know, virtual can mean lots of things. Digital means what it means. But when you are in the vanguard of a moment in time that is going to change everything, because after this moment in time, everything will be different. And it's not an or different. It's an and different. We've got the world that we've always had, and we're going to have the new world. To me, this is astonishing. Reimagining art, ownership, imagining how there can be more decentralization, access. How are we going to weave together the notions of cryptocurrency? And the Bitcoin is the word that many people know, but there's a whole world that is being literally invented as we speak. And right now, the world is paying attention to a new form of art. And it's not just art, it's an everything moment, because you can do anything in addition to art. They're called NFTs. We're going to learn about NFTs. I'm sure you read in the New York Times this week that there was Christie's auction house having a record sale of a living artist of digital art, upwards of $60 million for people. And we're going to talk a lot about what that means. But can you imagine digital art as edible art? And over the last week, the notion of edible art has swept this community, and everyone is buzzing about imagining what it's going to look like. How can you take a beautiful, crispy skinned roast chicken or an absolutely irresistible thin crust pizza and turn it into a digital art moment? Well, our guests today are doing exactly that. We are incredibly fortunate to have the team from Real Pizza on with us today. We're going to bring them up all at once. We're going to populate this screen. We're on every forum right now. We're even on Clubhouse with some of the biggest names in the business: Burnt Banksy, Pussy Riot, Anonymous, Wolf, Food Maskew. The people who are the names in this industry who are literally revolutionizing the world in which we live are joining us. This is multimodal. But it all comes back down to something really simple. Food unites us. James Beard, the father of American gastronomy, said that food unites us, and we are in that moment in time to be united by this. I'm thrilled to be able to welcome you all with us as we take a very delicious deep dive, maybe even a deep dish pizza dive. Where is your favorite pizza in the world? Who makes your favorite pizza in the world? Where is your favorite food moment of all time? What if you could capture that food moment and collect it and have something that reminds you of it? I personally have been collecting menus for decades. I've got autographed menus and I've got artistically drawn menus. That's just one way that I remember these meals, but there is an infinite potential right now for us to reimagine how we're going to bring the fine art of the gastronomy, culinary, and hospitality arts to life. Our team from Real Pizza is standing backstage and they're ready to join us now. I am very eager to see what kind of pizza we're going to have with them, for you, together. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future of food. Joining us is Susan Gold, aka Donatella Deep Dish. Hallie Zimmerman is here, aka Hash Masks. And the one and only, dressing for the occasion like no other, the sartorially splendid Anthony Shafer, a.k.a. Head Chef Shrimp. This is an incredible moment for me. Welcome.
Thank you for having us. It's such a delight, and we're so happy to be able to share with you Rare Pizzas and what we're trying to do. And it revolves around our love of pizza.
Rarepizzas.com is a concept, and it's so much more than just a moment of food activism. It's more than performance art. It's more than engagement. How do I describe to people what we're doing today and what you're creating with your project?
Well,
Go ahead, Hallie.
Sure. Thank you so much. For starters, I'm very excited to be here talking about Rare Pizzas. This is a collaborative event that has started actually just over a few weeks ago, that an organization that's centered around the love of pizza. We actually came together on Clubhouse and realized that we all have a love for pizza, all have a skill set either in the art world or the digital world, and realized that with the emergence of NFTs and the possibility in the blockchain space, that we have this amazing potential to pool our resources and make something pretty outrageous, but we are making digital pizzas. And so we want to celebrate our love for pizza, our love for the blockchain, and the use of NFTs as somewhat of an educational piece to show the possibilities of the future, and how it can be easily as digestible as pizza, and buying that with money and buying that digitally with cryptocurrency.
So what exactly is Real Pizzas? Rare Pizzas, I'm sorry.
Right. So Rare Pizzas, we're truly an organization of an eclectic group. We came together on a channel where we're really defining what it means to have free pizza. And so what that means for us, what we're doing is we have groups of people that are working on the development side of our project. We have people working on more of the technical aspects, putting together contracts and putting together a space where we can sell digital NFTs, 10,000 of these digital pizzas. And we're going to celebrate on May 22nd by bringing some of our proceeds from the sales of these NFT pizzas to communities that otherwise might be in food desert areas, mom and pop shop pizza owners, or anyone that really deserves a piece of pizza. After this year, I think everyone deserves a slice of comfort food.
And we all deserve to have one big great meal together, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be the world's largest pizza party. And the reason why we're doing it on this date and why this all centers around and what all comes together is that on May 22nd, Laszlo had, on May 18th, he had this idea that he wanted to buy 2 pizzas with Bitcoin. So he posted to a BBS board, and someone took him up on it and took his Bitcoin and sent him 2 Papa John's pizzas. You're muted.
This was in 2012.
And what year was this?
It was in 2012 when Bitcoin was a fraction of a penny. I think he paid maybe $40 for $10,000 or 10,000 Bitcoin. And it took 3 days for that Bitcoin to be processed and a pizza to be ordered.
And now if you want to think about what $41 worth of Bitcoin might be, we're talking in the millions and millions of dollars. That's from 2012 to now. Does anyone have the exact number of what that much 10,000 Bitcoin is?
Well, Bitcoin hit.
Papa John's Corporation still have those Bitcoins?
It would be on the upwards of $600 million.
Yes. Today,
$600 million pizza. I love this.
Value, yes.
Yeah, today Bitcoin hits $60,000, And
Wow.
so it would have been a $600 million pizza had he held on to the coins.
Exactly.
I love this. I mean, of course, that's absurd, right? But I don't
Absolutely.
want the message to overshadow what we're really talking about and what's most historical about this. This is not a stunt. I mean, this is as much an act of art as anything could possibly be. Anthony, talk a little bit about what you're actually doing tomorrow and what's going to happen tomorrow. So everybody that's wondering, well, that's in May and I want to order pizza now, like it's still a little confusing. How do we explain this sort of tight for people so that they understand what they have a chance to do to participate?
Great question. And to understand tomorrow, you have to understand a little how this is put together. I come from the film and animation world where I make movies. I was involved in Star Wars, the prequels. I was involved with Harry Potter's. I built Harry Potter's Patronus. And I also worked with Robert Zemeckis at Disney and helped build a number of those studios. And so I'm a technologist. And when I joined the project, it was just a few minutes old, maybe less than an hour. And I realized that the technology of building the pizza is actually what I've been doing to build movies and animation studios all these years. So I'm using movie grade software that is better than kitchen grade hardware to bake these pizzas that have a recipe. They have 10 or so recipes that make a style of a pizza, and that goes into a process along with a baking mechanism that melts all of those cool artistry items, because each pizza is made up of over 100 bits of other people's art. Then that goes into an oven. It is rendered and cooked, and when it's revealed to the world completely randomly, they will have be rare with certain ingredients. And we have some world famous artists contributing to this project that cannot be named, but I know personally, and I've worked with them on previous movies that are designing and writing the movies that you see every single day. And maybe someday we can actually talk about those individuals. But these pizzas are going to be of the highest grade of people in the industry. What happens tomorrow is you buy a reservation. Think of it like a ticket, and there are 100 unique boxes sourced from our pool of amazing artists, some of which are world famous and some of which were, I think, a few of our children's. And so it's amazing that we've all been able to collaborate in this project that goes into the blockchain and will live there forever.
I think these are going to sell for?
So we actually have our reservations attached to a bonding curve. So that is something that will be determined based on the batches that we distribute. More information of this will be available on our website at rarepizzas.com. But most importantly, it is that we have this ability now to, and something that Anthony said earlier, that we had in Laszlo's case of buying pizza with Bitcoin in the early 2012 days or 2009 days, we now have the ability to pay pizza with cryptocurrencies at a record speed. There's really no middleman for us to make these kind of transactions. So it's almost like a story in itself in these areas.
And we want to tell that story now, because this is often, for many people, we have 14 million readers of Food and Beverage magazine. And these are the men and women, the boys and the girls, who make up and populate the hospitality and consumer packaged goods industries. The industries, in some sense, that have been the hardest hit by the COVID and the pandemic. These are people whose restaurants have shut, their bars have closed, they've lost the place where they make their art on a daily basis. We have been trying for a year with broadcasts like this. This show was born exactly 1 year ago this week.
Oh,
so this is our anniversary, and I wasn't going to tell you that till we got on air. But I want to tell you that we've been doing this for a year in the hope that the silver lining moment for everybody who's being impacted by the COVID and pandemic is that there is a silver lining, and that there are opportunities for you to find your second your second act, your side hustle, your pivot, your adaptation. All of this is going to change everything that happens in the future. We don't want to lose the talent in our industry. We don't want to have a drain of all that incredible passion, expertise, and talent. I mean, no offense, but we don't want people to go sell insurance. We want you to stay here making cocktails and pizzas and croissants and sandwiches and croquant bouche. I want you to do it all. And I want these people to be inspired. And Susan, let's talk about how inspirational this moment is for these kids, because this is not just one pizzeria doing 10,000. Talk about the numbers and talk about who these pizzerias are.
First of all, I want anybody who has a pizzeria to know that they can join us in the celebration of pizza, the world's largest pizza party. That is, you go to our website, rarepizzas.com/shop, and you just fill in your shop information, and we will reach out and touch base with you. And our goal is to try to buy as many pizzas as possible with our funds. So we are really excited about, going to all parts of the world. We want this to be Global Pizza Day as well. So I am bringing on a huge network of people from all over the world, and we're just trying to get to every corner where we can, as funds permit, for us to buy as many pizzas as possible.
We are trying to build an art to food pipeline that is financed and built by the sale of the artists and the people that need the help the most.
Say that one more time, because this is maybe the most important message of this session.
Yeah, we are creating an art to food pipeline that is sold on the blockchain that will convert virtual currency that lives out in the ether to real food that will feed real people.
These aren't pizzas that are going to cost $600 million. This is an opportunity for everyone to enter the party. That's why this is the world's largest digital pizza party. And what's so special about this is, with something as familiar and delicious and as accessible as pizza, we are all going to be able to participate in this. And in the process, make sure that people who are hungry are going to be fed, that businesses that need the business and the attention, they're going to get the light and the love. Everything about this is so exciting. It's never been done before. And in all the conversations on Clubhouse, the new digital, wonderful spoken word social media application, still in its beta infancy, that's bringing us together to have conversations about every topic under the sun. The food people have found each other in the food and beverage magazine world. The NFT community and the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency communities have all found each other. And now we're all finding one another. And this is really like the ultimate delicious digital mashup. Susan, would you talk a little bit for us? You're going to send these pizzas out. What are people going to get the chance to buy tomorrow, and what will they end up receiving for this?
So they're going to go online and they're going to purchase their reservation. It's pretty much
at rarepizzas.com.
And so the price of the pizzas will change based on demand. So there's a bonding curve, so that it so we'll have some very inexpensive, like I don't know, a couple of dollars, to, as they get in demand, the price will rise. And it's on a steep curve. It's a nice curve. And that as they become more and more demand, we'll produce. We have a total of 10,000 pizzas, and our hope is to make sure that that the last person who gets them really pays a lot of money, so that we can feed even more people.
Well, if you would allow me, because this is so historic and this is part of the excitement of all this, may I buy the first reservation? I will give you $100, and I will set that as sort of the minimum for everybody, so that we don't have to go any lower than that.
Awesome. And if we could we do it on the Today Show?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna call my
Okay.
friend. Yes, we can do it on the Today Show. But my friend Kathy Gunst
Only if
from National Public Radio. Do you know Kathy?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna call my friend Kathy Gunst. She's the food editor of Here and Now. We're gonna call Boston Magazine. We're gonna call everyone that we know and say everyone has to be aware of this.
You're making the shrimp happy.
What's that?
You're making the shrimp happy. Thank you.
Listen, I love a happy shrimp, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that if we set the bar at that level of $100, somebody quickly out there, all our nerdy friends from Talk Nerdy to Me, do my quick math and tell me what that is the bare minimum we're going to be raising with our 10,000 pizzas.
I have no idea.
We've got people who are calculating. We've got friends chiming in from all over the world. We've got people everywhere joining us.
I couldn't tell you what that means for us in this goal to reach out to as many people as we can to be a part of a collective consciousness about feeding people and comforting people in a time where, you know, it would be nice to have a helping hand like this. And food is a way that we can come together, communicate, feel a part of a community. And that is something that is so true and core to what we feel at Rare Pizzas. And we're using what we know in technology and blockchain to achieve something like this. And so that you're endorsing me so much. Thank you.
Well, it's been said to me that that number could be a $10 million number. Is that correct? Is that the number? Can somebody confirm the math?
That is the goal. We would like to raise, it's priced so that everyone, if they buy a reasonable amount of art on the blockchain space.
Everybody's chiming in. I love this.
Yeah, we would raise around 10 million. However, if we sold every pizza, we could raise, let's just say double Laszlo's Pizza Now. The last pizza to go on sale that is coded into the algorithm is set for 10,000 Bitcoin at the time of that Bitcoin. All right. So if that means, and you get a free pizza on top of that. So if you pay $600 million for that pizza, you get two.
I love that. I love that. So everybody, they're doing all the quick math for us, and I'm trying to get everybody to say no. We want it to be a minimum of 10 million, but you're telling us now it could be as much as 600 million.
Well, our goal is if we can raise 10 million, we will do good in the world. If we raise $1 million, we'll do good. If we raise even your $100, we will feed someone hungry today. But if we can reach that last pizza that is priced in a way that it's going to outer space, and in fact, there will be a special space sauce with a floating car and an astronaut somewhere out there by a famous artist, that one pizza could be worth that price alone.
We have to talk about people wanting to know how they're going to pay. How do they pay for the pizza? Are they using crypto? Are they having to use their wallets? Where will this pizza go? Is it pizza or is it a virtual pizza? Will there be an NFT associated with this? Tell us about some of those technical things.
I'll be happy to. So first of all, people will have to attach their wallet, and we've put on directions. So for people that are new to buying NFTs or crypto, we've tried to ease your way through it. If you have a problem, just tweet at us and we will try to help you. Yeah, we want Elon Musk to have our space pizza, by the way. I don't know if you have any connections to Elon, but essentially we're going to try to guide as many people through the process that have never done crypto. And then, so we are working, you go online, you reserve your pizza, your pizza box will be delivered in your digital wallet. So you'll have your pizza box right away. That's like your reservation receipt. And then on Bitcoin Pizza Day, the pizza will open when you get to it. It won't open up by itself, but it'll open, and then all all of the ingredients will generate right there for you. And
I love that.
have your unique artistic pizza all for you to enjoy. Then you can go to one of the pizza shops that sign up and will buy your pizza.
So let's break this down for everybody. Today's the day that we're telling this story. This is the beginning of the launch. Tomorrow, at what time can we begin making reservations?
Okay, so I did that.
And do we have to register before this drops?
So you do want to make sure you have a MetaMask wallet in place, but I have to look at the time.
So Jonathan, my engineer, Jonathan, will you pull up MetaMask?
And while you're doing that, I will just give you a little preview. These are the boxes as they're baking right now. They go up on, I believe, OpenSea tomorrow.
Yes.
And OpenSea is. We're going to show the links for this in the store.
You'll be able to purchase those through our website.
So tell us how this started. Whose idea was this? Whose genius idea was this?
So we had a group of individuals that came together on a Clubhouse group, started by our fearless leader, or someone who is a part of our pizza community, that is Sam, most affectionately known as Snacks, and or Peanut Chews, which is actually his topping name, and I'll explain that in a moment. But he created a Clubhouse room called Learn About Nothing, where a group of individuals came together and talked about some things that we liked, and really nothing at first, and then it became something. And then this started to evolve into seeing how we are a group of people that have a love for pizza, have a love for community, have a love for creation. And then it started to spiral, and we became a big conglomerate group where now we're bringing in people from all different industries that really love pizza and want to make a difference in the world. And we're seeing that with this momentum, we have the potential to do good in the world, and to show how the blockchain and how cryptocurrencies can be used and as an educational means by buying pizza, making pizza digitally, and really sharing this with the broader community.
Can you talk, Susan, about some of the pizzerias that have already signed on to deliver these pizzas to the communities once they actually, because at the end of this, there will be actual pizzas made in real ovens. And I'm using this term because we're still in that place where we're not in the and yet, where we have these ovens and those ovens, the digital ovens in Anthony's fabulous studio. You have no idea, Anthony, how I want to come over and play at your house. Like, I feel like calling and saying, can I come over and play?
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I feel like this is the moment when all of the potential, the infinite potential of edible NFTs is being begun, not being realized. The realization will happen for perpetuity. People will be reimagining and reinventing forever. But this is the moment when it's become.
Yeah. So all of us kind of went to our favorite pizza shops, and that's how we started. I'm sorry, I have
pizza.
Yeah, so we've gone to our local pizza shops, the people in the that are working in Rare Pizzas, and we've talked to our individual pizza shops. So that's how we're starting. But we need you and your audience to help us, because we need to fill in all the pizza shops. Our goal is that we want at least 314 pizza shops to sign up, because we want to try to make as many pizzas viable as possible. And additionally, we are going to try to work all over the world. So you can nominate your pizza shop, just tweet at us, and we'll definitely try to reach out to them. our goal are twofold, and that is that, you know, we want everybody to enjoy pizza, but also it would be a great opportunity for restaurants to learn how to take Bitcoin as a form of payment. And that we also would like to educate people. You don't have to take Bitcoin to be a part of our pizza party, but we just would like to educate everyone on what you can do and how you can accept Bitcoin and how easy it is.
11:14 a.m. What time zone is this?
That's Eastern. So that's UTC. We've set it up currently like at 4 o'clock last night. It was in the morning. It was set to go at 3:14, so 3.14 at UTC time, and so that equals 11:14 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
If remember, there's a time change tonight, everyone.
It should also be noted that this whole project started on February 17th at like 2 in the afternoon Pacific time. It was just a random clubhouse room that Sam and Monica were talking about some pizza and we have gone from sign up sheet 96 artists that signed up in less than 5 minutes that have then grown into 900 people on this server that are all contributing, from logistics to technology to building the smart contracts and building the actual like pizza algorithm, and a data scientist, Hallie, there, who's helping build this rarity algorithm that is encoded in such a way that it is purely random. You don't know what kind of pizza you're going to get. Some of them only as 1 out of 10,000 pizzas. And so when you go and reserve, just remember, this is the first sale. The second one is on May 22nd. The May 22nd aspect, that's when these pizzas come out of their ovens.
Right.
Anthony, talk to me about where your favorite pizza in the world is.
Where my favorite pizza in the world is?
Yeah.
Oh, Mulberry Street Pizza here in San Rafael, home of Lucasfilm, and where all of us visual effects artists back that worked at ILM, we would all go up there on Smith Ranch Road and just devour. In fact, I had it last night. The team bought pizza, and he won the world's greatest pizza competition in the mid-2000s, TED, and we love that place. I haven't spoken.
Is he a pizzaiolo that does the spinning and the tricks and the? Oh
yeah, he's a full-on pizza chef, and I think he's since retired, but the pizza is one of my favorites, and I would love to get them on board. I have not talked to them about it, so they're going to be like, "Hey, what? I heard you about this on Food and Beverage." But we
one of the things we can do, Anthony, is we can get great pizzaiolos and pizza restaurants on between now and the 22nd. So as they start coming on board, we'll give them 5 minutes. We'll bring them on and we'll talk about them and why they're getting involved. This is a story that is just this beautiful little seed right now, almost like a bean, and like beans that are filled with infinite potential. If you sprout them and you water them and you plant them and you grow them, they're magic. And this project has the potential to become utterly magical. And it's going to bring everything to life that represents the future of, bringing together food and art and activism. Because at the end of the day, there is something profoundly important about making sure that we're feeding hungry people. And that's going to happen too. We're going to share the page for MetaMask so you can get your wallet. Do you have something in mind when you're doing this? Are pizzaiolos around the world going to get to make whatever pizza they want? Will somebody talk us through this MetaMask and just how to get involved with this? Who wants to take that one?
How do you do MetaMask? First of all, that's really quick. You download the app. You can put it on your phone, or you can have it on your browser. Do it in the browser. You fill out the information, connect a credit card or debit card, I think, to it, and then you can purchase Ethereum, which is the cryptocurrency that we're using, and it will be then held in your in your wallet, just like it is cash. And remember, I just need to point this out, that your passwords, you need to hold on to those babies. Those you can't lose. So no matter what, it's like if you were to lose your social security number, you don't want to do that. It is your wallet. And then things will, besides your Ethereum, other things will appear in your wallet that you can open up. And those are your digital NFTs.
And let's just tell everybody, just get real simple. What does an NFT stand for? What do those letters stand for? And what is the actual thing?
Non-fungible token. And so fungible is like something that you can hold on to, touch, you know. These are non-fungible. These are digital assets that remain on the computer. Now you can do things with them, like you can cast them onto a digital screen. You can share them and view them with friends, but you retain the actual ownership of it and have that clear right to that is yours. And an NFT, what it does is it puts in a smart contract that puts in all the information about the pizza, about who made it, when it was minted, and a bunch of metadata that goes in there, and it goes onto the blockchain. And the blockchain is like a ledger, and it just gets replicated over and over again. So imagine it's like someone's just keeping track of all of these items, and that's where it is on the blockchain. So no one can ever dispute that it's yours. And so you can say, this is ours. And I just saw a little note. Yes, you can use Coinbase, I believe.
I want to thank you for making history. I want to thank you for coming here. I am so privileged to make that first reservation. And tomorrow at 11:15, the world is going to come rushing to rarepizzas.com. Can we just pop the page up for Rare Pizzas, Jonathan? We have the best engineer in the business, and he's the man of the flying fingers, and he will pull this up for us. But rarepizzas.com is the place where everyone's going to go tomorrow. Do you have any anticipation about how quickly they're going to sell out?
No, I don't want to even go there. I just hope that they sell. I mean, that's really thank you so much, by the way, Jennifer, for offering to buy the first one. That is just a really kind, a wonderful gesture. And so this is kind of what it'll look like, I guess. So this is just an example. Okay. So there's Rare Pizzas, and you can kind of scroll through. You'll find a little bit about us. We've tried to put content in there that will be useful. But if you have any questions, you can tweet at us. You can DM us in Instagram. You can find us on Clubhouse. You can join the Pizza Discord just by going on our website. So we want to be accessible for anybody who has questions. We want this to be fun. We want it to be a party. It's really to celebrate how our art, our passion, and the fact that we are going to do something amazing and special for the world. So,
and don't forget, the reason we're doing this tomorrow is because when we're talking about a pizza, we're talking about a pizza pie. And tomorrow is a very special day because tomorrow is Pizza
Friday.
Which appeals to the nerd in me.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about what that means.
And it's an art to food pipeline. I mean, we are taking artists that all are doing this for free and a piece of pizza, and we're putting our hearts and souls in it. I fell asleep on my keyboard last night at midnight, and I woke up at 6 a.m. with my other buddy who was also fell asleep on his keyboard, and we were making boxes and talking on Clubhouse, and we're just having a grand time. I mean, I haven't fallen asleep under my desk since the movie days. So That's how much effort I'm putting into it. And I hope people realize that this isn't a joke. I mean, yeah, my chef from my taco hat from Japan is a lot of fun, but this is serious art, and we're using serious tools, and we are putting food on people's table if we can figure out all the technical aspects between now and May. So it's a race.
I have a question, and this is a crazy question. What if one person comes along and buys all your pizza?
You can't. You can only buy one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, our chef, me, I've got to make 10,000 of these. I can't make them all at once. And there's only 10 recipes, right? And so if I'm making an Italian pizza, I've got some Italian ingredients and I can only throw those on, and then I run out of them. I got to go over to my next chef and I got to steal some of his ingredients. And so the pies are going to get kind of weird and wacky as the kitchen runs out of ingredients. And we're not going to be able to release them all at once. And so that's part of the challenge. And it's also part of the theory, and it's also part of the algorithm. So the algorithm is set up like a kitchen, a small pizzeria, and they're going to get overwhelmed if everyone jumps on, and they're going to have to go back and buy some new ingredients. Otherwise, they're going to get like a frozen pizza, and they're not going to want that.
Well, I've got an amazing pizza for you that I've created just for this. And I'm going to team up with some of my pals. We're going to go to Anello Pizza and Scott Giroux right here in Tucson, Arizona, where I'm located right now. And I'm going to have him make one of his amazing pies. But we're going to do just a little bit of a twist. We're going to do one of his green pies, and we're going to do a mint pesto because we're going to mint.
Ooh.
Ready? We're going to mint this coin. We're going to mint this NFT together. So I'm going to do a delicious mint pesto pizza, and I'm going to have the beautiful hand-wrought mozzarella with it. We're going to turn to our friends in places like Galleria Umberto in Boston on the North End on Hanover Street. We're going to go to Pizzeria Regina. We're going to go to Santarpio's. We're going to ask everybody that's in the pizza world to come together for this. We're going to go down to New Haven, Connecticut. We're going to go to Frank Pepe's. We're going to go, where are we going to go? We're going to go to Billy Manzo. We're going to get our pal Billy Manzo's got to get involved in this. He is a true pizza artist. We're going to go to Jamie Culleton, one of the greatest pizzaiolos in the world. He was the world champion at the Pizza Olympics. He was with the Grimaldi's chain, and now he's just the most incredibly well-respected pizzaiolo in the world. Oh, we've got friends. Eric Mussman, owner of Vero Amore, one of the first certified Neapolitan pizzas in North America. We've got experts who are so excited about this. They're all going to jump on board with us. And I promise you're going to have more pizzaiolos than you're going to have boxes.
That is amazing. So are you going to make a pie with these pizzaiolos?
Well, I can't, like the Holy Spirit, I cannot be everywhere at once. But I am going to go where I can go, and I am going to make pies. I'm going to call to Chris Bianco. Maybe he'll get somebody to make a pie for us. We're going to go to all our favorite places. But right here, Scott at Anello Pizza in Tucson, and we're gonna actually make a mint pie, a mint pesto, delicious mint pesto, and it's gonna be amazing. And you know what we're gonna put on it? I'm sorry to say, shrimp.
Yeah. And you know what? If you make that pie, you're gonna mint it into an NFT, right?
We have to now.
Yeah. Then we should take that pie and put it as one of our collectibles, our 1 in 10,000.
We've got to. So
you're talking to the chef.
It's going to require us to eat some food together and share food together. And one of the things that this is going to do is it's going to bring us together, but it's going to let us cultivate conviviality. No food is more convivial than a pizza. No party is more convivial than a pizza pie party. No matter how old you are, no matter where you are in the world, a pizza party is a thing of joyous celebration and conviviality. One of my all-time favorite words in the hospitality and gastronomy arts is irresistible. And if you have conviviality that percolates and crackles through a room, it will become irresistible. And that is what we are going to do together. And we're going to live a pizza dream. And who knows what's going to be created.
Fantastic. This is such a great project. I'm so excited about this.
So you'll be on the Today Show with us, Jennifer?
Yeah, you know what? You guys take all the credit, but yes, I'll go on the Today Show with you because this is going to be humongous. The world is There's going to be more pizza hungry than we have pizza slices.
Oh,
But then we have to talk about, Anthony,
Yeah.
what goes best with a pizza? What are we going to sip with that pizza?
I
You
don't
guys
know.
have
limoncello.
I personally like saltwater because I'm a shrimp.
Nothing could be more fun than this, you guys. This is just the first conversation. May 22nd is coming. Tomorrow is Pi Day. It's the day that it all drops. Reservations are going to be starting at 11:14 on rarepizzas.com. I cannot thank you enough for feeding all these hungry people. And for everybody that's out there, make your reservations tomorrow. We're going to be talking this up a storm. And for everybody in the NFT community, this is yet another way of building that bridge between that non-fungible world and ours. And I want you to know, we are going to keep imagining and dreaming of how we can take the fine art of the culinary arts and bring it into this space. I'm inspired, and I hope you are too. Guys,
We are. Thank you. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate your time and allowing us to share Rare Pizzas with you. And please, all restaurateurs, please go to rarepizzas.com/shop and fill out the form, and we will reach out to you.
And we're going to send something out to all 14 million of our Food and Beverage Magazine readers. We'll feature it in this next upcoming April edition. We'll send it out immediately. We're going to get a lot of people involved in this, and it's going to be a very, very delicious day. It may be the most delicious pizza day of the year.
World record.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Whether you are thinking about becoming a restaurateur or you are already in the business, Michael Politz has written a must-read, The Food and Beverage Magazine's Guide to Restaurant Success. Pick up your copy today at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million, or wherever fine books are sold.